Hello and welcome to the 2022 Boston College Arts Festival. I'm the Visual Arts Coordinator, Yifan Wang.
And I'm the Visual Arts Coordinator Assistant, Megan Cassidy.
And now you're listening to the Artist Podcast series presented by the Boston College Arts Council Office. Hi, Kier. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm
How are you
good,
doing?
thank you. Thank you for doing this interview with us, and thank you for submitting all the great works. And I want to start with you briefly introducing yourself to us.
Hi, my name is Kier Burns. I'm the director of the Rob Sham Theater Arts Center.
And the work you're submitting.
And outside of my life from managing the Arts Center and all things Rob Sham is I'm a musician, and I like to create music of many different styles. I tend to lean towards Celtic and Americana fusion, folk. And the exhibits that we have today are 2 Christmas songs that I wrote, family-friendly Christmas songs, and one basically an old Celtic folk tune that I've reinterpreted and put together.
So I want to start with the 2 Christmas songs, and then we could talk about the St. Patrick's song. Could you tell us about the inspiration from it and also the production of the music video, and how do you come up with the lyric and the song itself?
This is a song. There's 2 Christmas songs. One of them is called "To Mrs. Claus from Santa," and I imagined as being a letter to Mrs. Claus, a man to his wife, and the man happens to be Santa Claus, and the woman happens to be Mrs. Claus, and try to incorporate all the Christmas imagery into that in the sort of Christmas mythology. And the other is a silly little song called "You Can't Slow Santa Down," which is just about, I think I wrote one year in the fact that I was so surprised how fast Christmas was coming, and I had not done any shopping yet. And so I got immediately worried. So the best thing to do is, when you're worried and preoccupied, it's a great time to procrastinate by writing a Christmas song. So it's funny that songs can take me a long time to write, but that song itself, I wrote in about 3 minutes. It's as long as it just came out. I was like, wow, that's a song. And just scribbled notes on a piece of sheet of paper, and turned out to be a song. I had been writing a number of Christmas songs at the time, and I like to have a little tradition where I release some Christmas songs every year, and it's just kind of part of the holiday spirit. And I was working on this one song that would take me like years to develop, and as I was kind of working alongside that song, this song just shoots out in 3 minutes and it's done. I'm like, well.
Sometimes that's how inspiration works, huh?
I looked around. I'm like, is this supposed to be done? I'm like, yes. So.
Wow. So besides the music, did you also do the animation yourself?
No, I worked with a third party for the animation for the videos, and basically I wrote out the screenplay, and we worked collaboratively. We were limited by some of the animation, and we kind of had to like bend things around and like think about shot by shot, like what would actually work, because it's they're both silly videos, but I find them entertaining. And I have 3 children of my own, and they were sort of my test market. They love watching Christmas videos, especially around the holidays. Actually, really all year round, but they're into it. And I would have to like tweak certain ideas, shoot things in different ways, or bring in different ideas, and we kind of met in the middle of, and the videos are the final result.
Very interesting. I was going to ask you if you were like the target audience, it's like kids, because it's like there are cars and there's like animation, jolly, just like happy and very Christmas vibe.
Well, That's my hope is like there's something that the kids and the adults that are with them could enjoy together. You know, something on many levels is what I'm going for. But you know, at the end of the day, it's a Christmas song, and their tradition to celebrate by listening to Christmas music and having this sort of video made was something I did from a personal level to create something that we could go back and visit every year around Christmas and sort of have fun with. And it's not just, you know, the idea is we can enjoy it while we watch it, but every time we go back to it, it's like watching any, like, you know, old Christmas movie. It's, you know, they're kind of part of the Christmas tradition, you know, throwing on Rudolph or Miracle on 34th Street or It's a Wonderful Life, something. So just kind of it's all about creating those.
Memories.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, I can imagine, like, even when they're like older, and then you can just like watch all this video again, be like, oh, remember, like, you know, when we were little watching these, and all these memories just came back along with the video and with the song itself. So it's part of the family tradition, I guess it becomes.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We did I did a video about I don't know, probably about 10 years ago now, called I Want a Zoo for Christmas. And it was an animated video. And it's since gotten like hundreds and hundreds of thousand views. And it's just it like went viral or semi-viral. And that's become part of our tradition as well. So that was sort of the inspiration to do these other animated videos, because it's just, you know, we found ourselves watching that same video every year, and now now we have some other material to look at too, and it's just fun way to celebrate the season.
Of course. Do you see yourself, part of yourself, in those videos too? Like, you know, the inner child, the creativity, and that kind of.
Well, yeah, I definitely, I think, you know, whenever you create something, you put you put a little of yourself into it, and that sort of has that personal connection. Yeah, there's a lot of myself in those songs. So yeah, that's the short answer. Yeah.
And the other song, not the other theme is St. Patrick's Day, and it's very different music video that you chose. So
I'll be honest, like, yeah, the Celtic stuff, which technically you can play year round, but definitely around St. Patrick's Day it gets played. We got we released that for this St. Patrick's Day, and it did pretty well. It got like 1,000 something views. And for me as a musician, it's, you know, it's nice to have, I've learned this because trying to get gigs all year round, it's very helpful to have like something to pull, like a built-in audience. For example, the Christmas music, there's a built-in audience, which is nice. It's easier to connect with people on. And around St. Patrick's Day, I play Celtic music all year round, but people really want to hear it around St. Patrick's Day. So it's nice to have a guaranteed gig and built-in audience for that sort of market. And it's growing up, grew up listening to Irish music. My parents are both Irish. And, you know, so I was surrounded by it growing up, listening to Clancy Brothers and the Dubliners, and that was the music that was around our house. So it's nice to come full circle and be playing that Irish music around my house for my children.
Wow, it's like also part of the family tradition then.
Yeah, it's right. It's very traditional in many senses.
Yeah, wow. And the video, the visual part, is it also, did you make that, or did you also collaborate with someone else?
So yeah, the video, I worked with someone else to help me with the video. The vision was sort of doing like a grunge style video, like 90s, like, you know, late 90s rock, early 2000 era, like video that was kind of more abstract. And what we did was search for like stock footage, different images to see and sort of sync things up that were kind of like that would kind of accompany the musical vibe, if you will, of the song. So just to create with kind of random images, it's less plot driven than the other two animated videos. It's more symbolic or just abstract.
Yeah, I was
And
going to
so
ask.
it's a different style. It honestly was freeing because I didn't, I just, it was just about like, yeah, that looks cool. Let's go with this. Let's go with that. Or I was looking at it like, no, that's not really what we what I'm looking for. So can we axe that? Let's bring in this and that. And it was basically I produced it, and like I had to do the final say of what works and what doesn't work. And I feel like I also had a small window. We recorded the song, and I had to get it out by St. Patrick's Day because that's one of the things. If you miss the holiday, you have to wait 364 days to get it. So we had a tight window, and sometimes that's also working under a deadline is good because it just makes you make the decision. This is where we're at, and it's not an excuse for it. It's just it's a moment in time that's captured of what you're thinking or what just seemed amusing to you at the time. That's how it works. So I like how it turned out, and I'm in love with the song. It's very spooky. A lot of people love it. It's a very spooky song, so the video has a spooky feel to it too.
Yes. And the animation, the video is like all the glitches. I was like, wow. It's very different.
It's supposed to be a little unnerving. Yeah, I know there's so many Irish songs that are beautiful and happy and like bouncy and cheerful, and I love that music. Don't get me wrong, but it's like have something that's a little dark and spooky is kind of interesting for me.
Very interesting. Wow. Yeah, it was like when I think about this, I just like always have this nostalgia feeling to it. You think about the landscape, the very poetic theme, and then when I saw yours, I was like, this is very modern, abstract, like with all the glitches. I was like, wow, yes, very interesting.
I love the eyeballs in there. There's a weird scene with eyeballs, and it really don't know. I just sometimes we just thought it looks cool. To be honest, that was like, oh, that's kind of neat. That's kind of spooky. The song's kind of spooky. All right.
Why not for the St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah. Why not?
Wow. Any last message you want the audience to know about the songs or know about the production process behind it?
Yeah, the songs are all recorded at my house and home engineering. It's fun. I hope people enjoy them, and I hope if anyone's looking for traditions around St. Patrick's Day or Christmas, if you're looking for some, please take a listen to our songs, and hope you enjoy them. All these songs and more are linked on our Bandcamp page. If anyone wants to listen to songs and stream them for free, they're on the Bandcamp page. It's like Bandcamp or Google 3-Day Threshold Bandcamp or Keir Burns Bandcamp, and that should come up.
Oh, perfect.
3-Day Threshold's my band name. Band of it.
All right, that's a perfect end note for us. And thank you so much for your time and for sharing all these wonderful ideas with us.
Yes, thank you too. It's been a wonderful afternoon. Thanks for talking to me.
Thank you.
All right.